Most presentations are kind of forgettable, right? Just a list of facts on a slide that someone reads out loud. But it really doesn't have to be that way. Today, we're going to transform that blank page into a memorable story that makes a real impact. And we'll do it using a tool you probably already have, PowerPoint. Oh, yeah, we've all been there. You open up the program, and bam, there it is, the empty white screen. And you just have that moment of hesitation thinking, okay, where on earth do I even begin?
Well, guess what? You're in exactly the right place. Together, we're going to build a simple but really powerful workflow. It's one that's going to help you move past just listing facts and actually start telling a story that captivates and persuades your audience.
All right, let's dive right in. So, to really master PowerPoint, we've got to kind of redefine it. We need to stop seeing it as just a slide making program and start seeing it for what it truly is, a storytelling engine. See, it's not just about bullet points, it's a powerful communication tool. And for me, the key word there is effective. Effective communication isn't just about being clear, it's about making sure people actually remember what you said. And using visuals, motion, and sound, well, that helps anchor your ideas in their minds in a way that plain old text just never, ever can.
Okay, so every great story needs a solid foundation, right? A good structure. And your presentation is absolutely no different. So before we even think about designing any single slide, we need to build the blueprint for our message.
And templates? They're basically your secret weapon for setting the right tone right from the get-go. They're not just about looking professional. No, they're about creating a consistent visual identity that really supports your message, whether you're going for something innovative and bold or maybe more trustworthy and conservative.
So you've got a choice to make. You can start from a totally blank canvas, give yourself full creative control, or you can use a template to save a bunch of time and make sure you have a polished, consistent look right from the very beginning.
Now, you should really think of the slide sorter as your personal editing room. This is where you get to control the pacing and the flow of your story. Duplicating a slide, that can create emphasis through repetition. Moving slides around lets you build suspense or reveal information really strategically. And of course, deleting what doesn't fit, that's absolutely key to keeping your narrative tight and impactful. Okay, so our structure's in place. Now it's time for the fun part, bringing that blueprint to life. Let's explore how we can use design to make your ideas visually pop, to make them really compelling. I mean, just look at the difference here. It's night and day, right? On the left, you've just got information. But on the right, it's an experience. Simply by applying a theme, changing the background, and adding a relevant image, you instantly elevate the visual impact and just grab the audience's focus. And, a theme does so much more than just make your slides look good. It's really a fantastic decision-making shortcut. Think about it. By setting your colors, fonts, and effects right at the start, you free up all that mental energy to focus on what really matters, the clarity and the impact of your message. And hey, don't forget the power of motion. Embedding a short video can be so much more powerful than just trying to describe something. Imagine a quick product demo or a 30-second customer testimonial, or maybe a cool animation of a complex process. It provides this awesome dynamic break and adds a whole new layer of proof to your story. So, a great design is, well, it's static. The next level is to add polish and motion, and we're going to use animation and transitions here. But listen, not as decoration. We're going to use them as strategic tools to direct your audience's eye and control the flow of information. So animations control how individual elements on your slide behave. An entrance animation, that can reveal a key statistic for some real dramatic effect. An emphasis effect, like a pulse or a color change, can draw attention to a critical number on a chart. Exit animations help you clear the slate for a new idea. And motion paths, they can literally show a process unfolding, moving from point A to point B. Now, transitions. Those are the effects that happen between your slides, and choosing the right one is so important. Look, subtle fades and pushes, those are your professional go-to defaults. Use those exciting transitions really sparingly, maybe just once to introduce a major new section. And the dynamic transitions, like the morph effect, are incredibly powerful for showing how an idea evolves or changes between two slides. All right, you've built your story, you've designed it, you've polished it with motion. Now it's time for the final step. It's showtime. Let's talk about delivering it with the professionalism and the confidence that it deserves. Look, your delivery should never be a static monologue. You've got to use this on-screen toolkit to make it feel like a live conversation. The laser pointer guides their eyes exactly where you want them. The pen lets you connect ideas live on the screen. And the highlighter, that lets you react to an audience question and emphasize a point in real time. It just makes your whole delivery feel so much more responsive and dynamic. And finally, mastering the actual flow of your presentation is just crucial. Knowing these simple commands, F5 to start, the arrow keys to navigate, ESC to exit, it means you never have to break eye contact or fumble around with the mouse. It just ensures your delivery is super smooth and keeps the focus entirely on you and your message. So, when it all comes down to it, just remember this. Every single feature we've talked about, from the themes and transitions all the way to that laser pointer, is just a tool. And the whole purpose of those tools is to help you tell your story more clearly and more effectively. So the next time you open up PowerPoint and you're staring at that blank page, I want you to do something different. Don't just think about making slides. Think about the message. Think about the impact. Think about the journey you want to take your audience on. So, what story will you tell?